subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you like talking combat sports, if you like talking about one, if you like talking about bare knuckle boxing sometimes, if you like talking about
Sometimes.
UFC, yeah, sometimes you like how I threw that in there, then you got to make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're steadily climbing. If you don't like watching, you like listening, you got other ways. Right, Will?
Yeah, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are found. And then follow us on social media at Story of the Fight, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, TikTok. We're everywhere. StoryofTheFight.com. One Fight Night 34.
We're on Blue Sky.
Here we are.
We're on
Forgot about Blue
Threads.
Sky.
Are we on
We're on
Threads?
Threads.
We're on Threads. We're on MySpace.
We're on Mastodon.
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
You look for us, you find us.
We're everywhere.
But yes, here we go. We're gonna start talking with Eersel versus Jarvis. Regian Eersel. He's been on an absolute tear as of late. And then we had the guy with the most like British English name. It sounds like George Jarvis.
George Jarvis, man. And Jarvis really called for this one, man. He beat Legatron. He beat Shafi. Both two guys from Sitsong Penang. He beats both of them. He finished Runrawi. I think that's when Runrawi tore his MCL or something like that.
Runrawi.
Who also fought on this card.
Yep.
But gets the title shot, and everyone's like, is that too much too soon? I don't know. But sometimes you go for it.
Hey,
fuck it.
Sometimes you got to strike the iron when it's hot, Will.
Exactly, and that's what we're doing here with Jarvis. And shout out Lewis, as I can finally contribute to the conversation. But yes, Eersel, I mean, kickboxing champion. Well, I think it's vacant now, right? Is it vacant, or did he get it back?
I think that's what they said.
Because he lost it on the scales in the Nicholas
Wants
saga.
his baby back, he said.
Yes, but you booked this man in Muay Thai with the 4-ounce gloves. Holy mother of God,
at, dude.
Yeah, real quick, let's actually look. One post the ringside footage of this one. I mean, immediately, Eersel takes charge.
That straight right, boom.
Counters the kick, straight right, sits down Jarvis. Jarvis is like, okay. Not off to a good start, and then just immediately he's back on him.
Ooh, and you know what? On that video we just watched right now, so you have Jarvis up against the ropes. He's covering pretty well up top.
Yeah.
Regan starts crashing to the body, so it makes him move out, try to circle out. Then he gets caught with that long extended right. But the best thing that could have happened to him is that he collapsed the way he did. Because if he would have fallen straight down, he would have eaten one or two knees on the way down, and he would probably still be out now.
That flying knee, dude, if that connected...
Oh, it would have been done.
Done.
But something beautiful about Eersel watching this is that he did not let Jarvis have anything without a response. Anything.
Yeah.
Even if it was a feint, Eersel was responding with something of his own really quick, whether it was a calf kick, that straight right that you saw that dropped him. But if you're Jarvis, you're like, all right, I got to throw something because I can't just sit here and wait for him the entire time. But also, if I throw something, I'm going to eat a shot guaranteed right afterward.
Yeah. And
it's a lose-lose.
You know, Eersel's so long, and he finds a home for his punches. Like when he defended against Menchkov's out there nuking everybody, and then he just gets fucking clunked. Can we go back one picture, Rich? Actually, too. This is the kick one. Sorry, where Jarvis is kicking. Perfect. This is where he went wrong. Basically, is just this. I'm not going to say it's a lazy kick or anything like that, but like you said, Eersel's not letting him have anything, right? Anything that Jarvis throws out, he's answering with something. So you can't throw this kick like this just because you know he's going to return, and he's able to return because look where he's catching this kick. It's right on the forearm, which a lot of times you'll hear people say like, bang high kicks, even if they're blocking it, it's gonna wear out their arms, things like that. And that's true to a certain extent, but especially early in the fight, you can't throw it just here. And if you watch, shout out Sylvie has a great video we've talked about it before, but with Jean-Charles Skarbowski, who people might remember as the drunk guy who shows up to school everybody on The Ultimate Fighter with George St. Pierre as a coach.
I think I just texted you about that guy not that long ago.
Yeah, and it's like a 30-minute video of Skarbowski. She's working with Skarbowski, and he's just kind of explaining nuances and stuff. And one of the things that he talks about, he's like, if you're throwing high kicks, you have to either, if you're throwing kicks like this, you have to either get it under the elbow and get them to the body, or if you're not going for the liver and you're not trying to kick it a little bit lower than what this picture's showing, you need to throw it higher, and you're not aiming for the head necessarily, you're not aiming for the shoulder or anything like that, you're aiming for the wrist. You want to kick them in the wrist, because if you kick them in the wrist, it's weak, and they'll absorb that impact, and you'll either knock them off balance, you'll shift them, or it'll come through and hit him in the head, right? But if you kick him and he's able to block it on the forearm like this, he's able to return right away. He can throw this same punch, which is exactly what happened. He eats it on the forearm and immediately throws the two and knocks him out.
Slapping the kick down at the same time with his left, right? So he's blocking, pairing with the left, so it just allows him to come straight with the right. Dude, he's just so good, man. All right, so question for you, Will. Question for everybody in the chat and anybody that's watching later on. If you're matchmaking for one, seeing how dominant Eersel is, who do you put him up against next?
Oh, man. Well, like Lewis says, Regian versus Chinggis is the dream, but it's a pity Chinggis doesn't want to come back. Yeah, it's not going to happen, unfortunately. Alizov is gone. He's bulked up, so you're like, oh, maybe he can go up in weight and fight Eersel. Would be so sick, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. I'm not sure who they give him, to be honest, after this one, just because, obviously they're not going to do like the Sinsummit fight or anything like that, but...
So do you all see, and when I say all, I mean you, the listeners, everybody, how long do you see Eersel hanging on to this title?
Dude, in Muay Thai, I don't know, man. I don't know who beats him in these 4-ounce gloves, dude. In kickboxing, obviously, we've seen him lose, but and we have in Muay Thai as well. But at this point of his game, he's just so fucking good. And I think they'll probably do kickboxing next. They can't just leave that belt vacant, I would imagine. Austin says, how far apart in weight and size are Haggerty and Eersel? Dumb question, I know. No, it's hard to keep track of, right? It's a big difference, though. He's a lot bigger than Haggerty. But
what is it, 25 pounds?
Well, it's different over there, but he's a welterweight champ. But that's like 155, I think.
Oh. Either way, though, pounds? Pretty big weight difference, huh?
Yeah, he fights at 170, but it's not really like because one is different, right? With the weight cuts, but Haggerty's down at it's like we're talking like 40 pounds.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's not gonna happen, but
maybe the Haggerty brothers versus Eersel.
Both of them.
Both of them at the same time.
Get both Haggertys in there. Eersel. Look, Eersel is just one of those guys. Watching this fight, his varied offense of just overwhelming you with different techniques and different angles, it really reminded me of like prime John Jones striking. I mean, much better, obviously, I would say, but just the ability to just throw from the hip and throw these things that are like, you don't know what's coming. You're overwhelmed by these different approaches. It's just, what can you do? And all of a sudden you're throwing a lazy body kick, and then you're getting fucking rocked. Yeah, I wish they didn't have that falling out with Menchikov, because that would be the fight to make. The rematch with Menchikov, I think, is sick, but it's not going to happen.
Austin says he wouldn't be opposed to like a mixed rules bout like Mighty Mouse did. Him versus Christian Lee would be money. Blender Bub saying the problem is that no one else is doing small gloves Muay Thai with fighters of this caliber. You'd have to recruit lightweight kickboxers and give them that fight a few fights first.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So from the sounds of it, from what you're saying and what we're talking about in the chat, y'all think he's gonna have this title for a long time?
Yeah, I don't see somebody beating him, especially in Muay Thai.
All right. Well, phenomenal performance. Also saw videos of George Jarvis walking out of the ring afterwards, and tough. It looked rough. It's very rough. He needed some help getting out, but he took some massive shots.
And I do like Jarvis, and I do think, this obviously in hindsight, and we kind of knew going into this was a tough ask, right? This is a big, huge test for Jarvis, but like you said, you got to strike while the iron's hot, get him the title shot. He got it. At this point in his career, this isn't the worst thing, I don't think. I think this is good experience for Jarvis. I think he's only like 25 or something like that. So I mean, this is a loss that he can learn from. There's things that he can correct. He now just saw somebody who's fucking elite, and that you can elevate from that. So I think I think will be good for Jarvis moving forward. I'd like to see him bounce back from
George
this one after
Jarvis.
some time off.
Age and date of birth, not available. Oh, you usually only see that with like Cuban and Dominican fighters
Yeah,
and
well, are you
baseball
looking at
players.
Tapology?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tapology doesn't have stuff on one fighters.
All right.
Yes, 25 years old.
There we
Blunderbuss
go.
says criminally under a promoted champ. Eersel's he's so cool, man, with the fucking immortal mask when he walks out, like, and he's out there just
Scary.
starching people. And when he doesn't starch
Scary.
them, those fights with Nicholas in kickboxing, oh my god, dude, they're so good.
Blunderbub saying one of my biggest criticisms of one is that Ursel should be their banner champ.
Ooh, he's so cool, man.
He is.
He's so
All
cool.
right. We'll move on to I was gonna say the co-main, it wasn't the co-main, but we're gonna start skipping fights for the sake of time. Shamil Gasanov versus Garry Tonon. Garry Tonon coming in 9-1 to this fight. Shamil Gasanov was coming in 15-1 into the fight. So both of them with only one loss on their record, Will.
Yes, and the loss that Gasanov has is a submission loss to Garry Tonon. They fought years ago, and Garry Tonon subbed him. Garry Tonon coming back, I think it's been like a year and a half since he's fought and won. They had a little bit of a falling out. Then he comes back, and you're like, oh shit, Garry Tonon booked? Let's go. And I think maybe this card was kind of pieced together based off the canceled event that was supposed to happen in Denver. That was supposed to be this event, basically. So there's some fights on here that were booked for that that ended up being moved when that got rescheduled. So I think Garry Tonon, they were like, hey man, we'll bring you back.
Still salty that we're not getting an event.
I know. Yeah, Garry Tonon's sporting some new hair. Can we go back to the face-off picture really quick, Rich? The only thing separating these guys is the mustache.
Yeah.
It's a mirror match, but one of them has a mustache. But Garry Tonon always comes in looking different, right? He's an eccentric dude. But he meant business in this one. And I'll be honest, I thought he won this fight.
So did I.
Okay.
So did I. I thought maybe I was crazy. Maybe I wasn't seeing something. Look, there was a lot of clenching, a lot of body locks.
As a whole,
yes.
Right? They scored as a whole, not round by round.
A lot of body locks. There were some takedowns from Garry Tonon. But my question, Will, is what did he do while having them in those body locks? Did he do enough after taking them down? And did the judges at that point say, hey, well, when they were standing and Garry Tonon was trying to, have his awkward entries moving in, great head movement, by the way, as he's closing the distance. Gasanov was throwing more shots.
Yes.
Gasanov, whenever they would break from that body lock, Gasanov would land one or two shots. So maybe he just didn't do enough while in that,
I think,
that clinch.
Yeah, and I think it was just maybe the impact of the strikes from Gasanov edged it here. Because Austin says, I don't give a fuck. This is a stupid decision. Garry controlled the pace the entire time. Almost finished him a few times. Look, he was entering, right? Gasanov was timing him on those entries. But I thought Garry did more like effective. I mean, this is very subjective. This type of fight is very subjective.
Yes.
Because, yeah, Gasanov probably had more impact on the strikes, and that's the most damaging thing, right? There was no, like you said,
and if you go scoring by round, Will, I think Tonon takes it. If you go
do scoring by round, yes,
but
definitely.
If you just go overall fight, like who beat who up more?
If that's the question, right? Who got beat up more? I think, yeah, maybe you do Tonon.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just so.
But I will say, dude, some of the techniques that Garry Tonon was hitting, dude. He lunges in with like a double right hook, almost as a casting punch right hook to get a hand around the collar, and then goes right into a Victor roll. And I'm like, you're not gonna Victor roll fucking Gasanov. But then, and Gasanov stopped it, but then he stays with the leg and uses that to end up on top and end the round on top. And I was like,
that was
holy
nuts.
Shit,
as
that was
he's
cool.
Still holding his leg.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
again, Will finish on top, right? He could have tried to land a couple shots while on top. And look, I also think Gasanov. I mean, Garry Tonon won.
But
I'm
you
just
can
trying to see
why.
it from the eye of the judges, and like what you just mentioned right now is beautiful technique. But if I'm a judge and I'm watching that, effective fighting. But if you watch an entire round and you saw Gasanov land a couple shots upon Tonon's entry, when they're breaking from the clinch, I don't know. I mean,
it was a good fight.
Both sides.
Yeah, it was a good fight. And Tonon hits like a sick ass crab ride from back body lock to take him down into the back. Like he was doing really cool shit in this fight. But like you said, he had him like almost in a neck crank at one point, nothing too crazy, never really in danger of a submission, and not a ton of damage from top or anything like that. So yeah, I
And look,
don't know.
anytime Tonon takes your back, you're in danger of a submission. But to your point, like
Yes,
it didn't seem like he was like really, really close to putting him out.
true. No, definitely. And Genevieve says also, where are all the other refs? The boss is taking every fight again. Yeah, he was.
One. We only need one. And does he ever take
boss.
time to pee? Maybe. Whoever said he doesn't wear a diaper while he's in there.
Whoa, dude, what do we do? You went there, damn.
I'm just saying, dude. I've heard some people do that at concerts to not lose their spot. Maybe the boss does that in the ring to not have to. I don't know where I'm going with this.
That's crazy.
We'll move on. We'll move on. All right. How many fights do we have left? We have
so we're gonna skip my boy Ben Tynan. Shout out Ben. Ben's a real one. Lost the fight. Not the best fight. Long layoff, obviously, for reasons. Grashenko might be getting a title shot next, depending on who wins.
We're talking about the heavyweights now, though.
Yes.
We're talking heavyweights now.
Also, shout out to Alishov, Elbek Alishov. That dude's fucking a monster. We're just not going to cover the fight, but cool arm triangle. But we are going to cover Ryugo Takeuchi versus Kang Ji-won. Oh my God.
Such a fun fight. When they started going, Takeuchi, I was like, man, he reminds me of me with the T-Rex arms. Like, his reach does not look very good. And I was like, if he gets in a slugging match with Kang, it might be a rough go for him. But
and then what did they do?
They got into a slugging match. But man, Kang did not use his reach. He didn't fight in his distance. He kept on coming in close, allowing Takeuchi to throw those short and for multiple reasons, because they were nice and tight, but also short arms. Those short hooks, and Kang ate like 5 of those before finally going down. Takeuchi hops on top of him, starts with the ground and pound. The boss says, hey, I'm pissed off right now. I haven't gone to the bathroom in a while. I've been holding it in for hours. You're not allowed to hit the back of the head with those hammer fists.
Shout out to the boss, man, because I thought he called the fight, and I was like, oh, that's a bad stoppage. Herb Dean wouldn't have stopped that fight. But then he's like, no, it's back of the head. But then he's about to start the fight again. You're like, wait, hold on. Give him a second. So they give him a second, and they show it. Bro, those hammer fists to the back of the head were brutal. And Mitch was like, oh, the second one was legal. The third one wasn't. No, the last 2 were pretty blatant back of the head shots. And I get it. He's shooting in. He's hurt, so you're fucking trying to finish it. But I just like seeing the fight stop for something like that. Here's one of the shots. I think this was the first shot that was
right
legal.
To the ear.
Yeah, and then the next 2 were pretty bad.
But they look good to me.
I like that he stopped it, because a lot of times you can just get away with back of the head shots throughout a fight. They're not going to stop it, and they're so damaging. But then they start the fight again, and he just they go right back to where they started, swinging and banging, and
he just slowed down the inevitable. Like it was going to happen. After this, he turned around and was like, were those to the back of the head, Olivier? I don't think so. Straight to the nose, dude. And you have here it is. Superman punch. Ooh, nice counter left by Kang, right on that one. But then he just hits left hooks, dude. Right hook, left hook, right hook, left hook. That one drops him. Couple hammer fists right to the top of the forehead and then to the nose. That was it, man. That was enough.
That's what heavyweight MMA should look like. Give me that every goddamn time.
Every time. I'll take it. All right.
Yeah. Austin says he loves Kang Ji-won. Hate seeing him lose, but God, his fight IQ is just not the best, and I feel like he never evolves from his previous appearances. I really like him too. He went for it, and he got into a firefight, and he came up short. It happens.
All
Takeuchi, though, watch out for that guy.
Dude, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I had fun watching that one. All right. Couple fights left. Next fight we're going to cover is Suakim. Sorry. Suakim versus Sayik.
Yes. Suakim's fucking nasty, man. I believe he just got the contract too off of Friday Fights. This is his first time on a fight night. He had 1, 2, 3, 4 wins in a row, 3 of them by knockout. And they give him this one. And after the first round, I was like, ooh, Sayik looks pretty fucking fun, dude. He in and out.
Yeah. Quick hands. Tagging he had a 1-2 that was working really well for him. But
Stunned him
then,
like Connor versus Nate when Nate hits him with that 1-2 that was the beginning of the end.
and he was like, yeah. But then, talk about Suakim with the urgency came out in the second round. Will.
Oh yeah, that second round. Once he started, he won this fight in the in between, which is like because Sayik was so in and out and hitting him with these long punches, and then he's gone. Suakim was able to just in those in between moments of these clashes, either grab him, whip him, throw a knee to the chest, knee to the gut, knee to the head, elbows inside. Like he was able to fight in these moments where Sayik is trying to get away. He's trying to either enter and be gone, and Suakim's just keeping him there to land these in between shots that were super devastating. I thought the knees that he was landing were fucking nasty. But these guys, and props to Sayik. Suakim, the second and the third fight, or third round, sorry, definitely weren't the fight that he wanted it to be, especially after that first round. The fight was going much more in favor of Suakim as far as how the fight was playing out. But Sayik was there for it, man. Throughout this whole fight, he was still tagging Suakim. Suakim's face is completely swollen by the end of this fight. But these guys just beat the hell out of each other. I just think Suakim was just a bit sharper in moments like this right here. And, he just kept coming forward despite getting hit with these straight punches where most people get staggered off those. He was like, I'm just going to walk through these, land this elbow. Fucking banger, though. What a fight.
The urgency never fell off from Suakim from the second all the way through the third. Kept the pressure on. You could see Sayik's energy starting to drop. He starts throwing a lot more spinning attacks in the third, Sayik did, and falling after the spinning attack. So it looked like almost like he was trying to kill time.
Well, not just that. It's a good point you bring that up. I forgot to bring this up. When you are throwing spinning attacks like that and you end up falling, yes, it buys time, right? But, dude, getting up off the floor when you're already tired is exhausting. Yes. And he kept falling and kept having to get back up. And, it's fucking exhausting. But great fight. Both these guys, fucking awesome fight.
And the last great fight that we're going to cover, we had Ellis Barboza versus Shamil Adukhov.
A little bit of controversy in this one. I think I like Ellis Barboza. He's a good dude. I like him. And I'm a fan of his style. I feel like this should have been a DQ, if I'm being honest.
What?
I do. And I mean that with no disrespect to Ellis. And I know I want to pull up his article too. Nick talked to him about it. But we can talk about the fight. Adukhov, first round, very good weapons for the longer fighter. Ellis is just trying to walk him down, and he's stabbing at him with front kicks, knees, long punches. Hits him with the spinning back elbow while he's in the corner and drops him. And you're like, oh, fuck. That's pretty good. And I think we have... I believe we can show the video of this one.
Oh, there's that front kick that just caught Barboza as he was walking in. Mm-hmm. Such a beautiful... it looked more like a push kick that just ended up landing on the chin, too.
Yeah, dude. It was nasty. And he just ate it. Shout out to Barboza. He's tough. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull this shit up. And here we go. Here's the elbow that drops him. Bam.
Beautiful.
So sick.
The technique was almost as good as Ilia Topuria's son's. Yeah. Have you seen that video of little Ilia Topuria, dude, where he does a little... No. Oh, we got to watch it. After the podcast, we'll hop on and we'll watch it, dude. It's so good.
Okay.
He's a killer, dude. He's a killer.
Barboza eats that, and then we can go back to the slideshow, Rich. After that, you're like, okay, Barboza needs... I mean, in one, right, if you get knocked down, you need to either get a knockdown or you need to finish that. And so he starts entering with these elbows and just crowding him, which is beautiful work. And he ends up dropping him with a shot to the body, actually, which we can show. And then he lands this punch here while he's seated. And I think he lands the left hand. We'll watch it real quick behind this.
Olivier was pissed, by the way.
Olivier was not happy. So there's the body shot, right? Bam.
Beautiful.
Right straight to the body. Sits him down.
Oh, left
hand.
Oh, no, it was just the left. It was the left. So he hits him on the gut. Look.
Yes.
Boom, right there. He hits him, right? He's shelling up as he's falling. Before he actually hits the canvas, he lands a left. Boom.
Left hand
right there. He was falling in the process.
Right hand.
Now he's down. Right hand. he did eat the right hand. Right hand wasn't necessary. Yes.
The right hand he did land.
Left hand, not so much. But the right hand, he was most definitely down.
Yeah, and like you said, Olivier gave him a strong talking to.
But you know what? Another thing that I like about Olivier, and some people might not like this, but the thing I love about him is that he understands where he's picking up where he left off, right? So he walks Barboza over the corner. He's like, no.
Yeah.
You know, he hit him while he was down, blah, blah.
Don't do that shit.
He goes back over, and he picks up with Adukhov. He goes, 5.
Yeah.
6. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, he didn't
very
start
good.
at 1. He was like, hey, I was gone for at least 5 seconds. Your boy had some time.
I was counting it here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's so good.
But then Barboza hits him with this nasty elbow right here, drops him again with a minute left. And we can see this here. Bam. Or no, here it comes. We got this in slow motion because bam, he hits him with the elbow, and then bam, a nice knee to the head for good measure.
And a knee.
And Adukhov's corner is like, what the fuck? And he's like, he sits down.
And Adukhov's like, nah, dude, I just ate a knee to the face
while I was down. And Olivier's yelling at Barboza. Adukhov can't get up. So they call the fight.
He goes, that was twice.
And yeah, 2 times, back to back. And after the fight, Barboza actually goes over and he's talking to Adukhov and they're showing respect. And you can see Adukhov's telling him, like, the first time you punched me on the ground, and this time you hit me with a knee. Like, you can see him, like, mouthing it and, like, kind of motioning it. And you're like, oh, no.
Blunderbuff says, point deduction at least. Look, I'm with him.
But that's the end of the fight. Oh, yeah, there's the knee.
No, in the first one. The first one.
Oh, the first time. Yeah, you can see that. Let me see if I can find, if you want to talk about that really quick, because I know Nick talked to him about it. I watched the interview, and he said he's like, look, in the heat of the moment, like, you're just trying to kill somebody, especially after being knocked down once. You're trying to take them out, and you just don't really have the wherewithal to know, is he down or anything. You're just going until they pull you off, basically. And I understand that. So I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to come down on them or anything like that. But
to what extent, though, Barboza? Because you're not the only one that fights in that ring. You're not the only one that has gone knockdowns or knockouts in that ring. But yet you're the only one last night that 2 times, after knocking somebody down, threw illegal shots, hit them while they were down. Not only did you get a stern warning after the first right, but you came in with an even harder shot the second time around with a knee to the face. Right?
So, yeah, I just think, Rich put it in the chat already. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a DQ? Blunderbuff says point deduction at least. I don't know. I just feel like you can't just, there can't be no repercussions to that. Because who knows, if that knee didn't land on the second knockdown, would he get back up? Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
It's hard to say. We will never know. We will never know.
Yeah. But good fight regardless. Fun fight.
Yeah. And I believe that was it for One Fight Night 34. Those are all the fights that we're going to be covering.
Yes.
Do we have a list of bonuses for the night? I know Eersel got one, right?
Yes. I believe Eersel got a bonus. And then, Takeuchi also got one.
Oh, well-deserved Takeuchi. Absolutely.
Well-deserved. Dude, he's putting himself in a spot now. Malakin versus Rugrug is happening in November. If Malakin wins that fight, I would imagine they're going to do a trilogy just because it's big, right? Both those guys are some of their bigger stars. But if Rugrug wins, we got Krishenko beat Bentainen on this card too. So I don't know if they maybe make these guys together to be a title eliminator in the background. Maybe if Malakin wins, you do Takeuchi versus Krishenko, which would be fucking sick. If Rugrug wins, Krishenko probably gets a title shot. Takeuchi, I'm not sure. But he's in the mix, man. That's a big win for him. Real big win.
Awesome. And he got an extra $50K, baby. Hey, everybody. Romero and Will here. Thank you for watching that short clip. Just so you know, that was a small excerpt from what we covered this last Sunday. Right, Will?
Yeah, we cover the entire event every weekend. So this was just a cutout from the live stream that we did. The link to that live stream is in the description. So if you want to hear about the other fights that night, it's down below in the description. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we go live every Sunday to cover events. And if you do that, you'll know for next week and you can tune in and be in the chat and get featured on the show just like everybody else was on this clip.
We hope to chat with you live.